Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Knights. I'm your host Cameron, and today we're going to be going through the Leeds Sheffield result and the Leeds Hull result. I just want to say well done lads on winning the Yorkshire Cup. You didn't need much time to do it. 3 wins out of 3 and it was a good job, well done. But the way you've been playing this weekend has just been fantastic, excellent, superb. I maybe could put a couple more words in there, but I think that's for another time because you've got to do more things this season, just win the Yorkshire Cup. But the start of the season, you've done a terrific job. And before we get into the results, I just want to say, rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth II. I want to say the Hockey League did a terrific decision in the way they handled it very well, with a 2-minute silence, etc. And also I want to say condolences to the royal family. So, should we get into it then, right? So we were at the Castle for our first game at home against the Sheffield Steeldogs. They gave us a tight game away last weekend, and this weekend was going to be no different. When you verse for Steeldogs Leeds, it's always a feisty, lots of power plays, lots of tripping, lots of fighting. It's just the affair that it is. And we started off a lightning quick goal from the Sheffield Steeldogs. Jason Hewitt getting the goal. And you're thinking, let's hope we don't get last season's Leeds Knights. But so far, so good in terms of how we've been performing in the last 2 games and this game. It looked like we could respond, and we did respond in the second period through good old Cole Shudra. And then followed by another goal by Archie Hazel-Dine, which put us 2-1 up to the good. With it being a scrappy end-to-end affair, you're never going to know who's going to score next. And then it wasn't so good, and then we conceded again. Hewitt with another goal. Decent player, Hewitt. He's got experience on his side. He can get a goal when he wants, and he's been showing that against the Leeds Knights this season. Him, Bissonette, Brammer, like I always say, they're all deadly enough. And that equalises for them. And then the Leeds Knights, are we going to collapse? Are we going to crumble? No, we're not. We're not, because we're a different team this year. And Brooks scores just before the end of the second period. And yeah, as we go into the third period, we are 3-2 up in the driving seat. Have we got that desire, that fight, that passion to take us into the lead, to even further our lead, should I say? Of course we do, because Grant Cooper, aka Super Cooper, with another goal. This guy can't stop scoring. He's an absolute goal machine. His work ethic, his desire for the puck. He knows where the net is. I've seen that. A lot of fans have seen that. We've now sort of nicknamed you Super Cooper. So I don't know if you like it. If you do, well, that is your nickname now. You're sort of stuck with it, lad. And then, well, this is a bit naughty, isn't it? I slammed Kieran Brown a little bit last week, saying I think Cole Shudra has been a little bit better in pre-season. I haven't seen that much from Kieran Brown. And, well, if you think in the NHL, Trevor Zegras is good at what he does, well, Kieran Brown has pulled it off in the NIHL and did the Michigan goal. Now, if you don't know much about hockey, that's pretty outrageous. And it was not even in the elite league of hockey. This was in the second division of hockey. And Kieran Brown has done the Michigan. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable, that kid. I still don't know why he's playing for us, if I'm being real. But he loves Leeds, I love him. So you can stay, Kieran. So that puts us 5-2 to the good. The Sheffield Steeldogs are fighting. We're fighting them. And I just want to say, we've also about Jordan Griffin. Jonathan Cook didn't have a chance, did he? You just knocked him straight over. From what I've seen, you just knocked him straight down on the ice. There was no messing. Last week we had Bailey and Fisher. This week we had Griffin and Kirk. And Kirk, he went straight down, lad. Don't get in a fight with Griffin, anyone. I want the rest of the teams to do not get in a fight with Jordan Griffin. So, that was... And then they did respond with their third goal. The Sheffield Steeldogs through Graham. Decent player, I will say so myself. And that ends that one, really, with an exciting time around it. It was quite sad in the terms of the Queen dying. But I think we put on a performance in a way to say, rest in peace, Your Majesty. And it was a good game of hockey for that sad occasion. But a great occasion at the same time, because we did win the Yorkshire Cup that day. And I believe, if you don't know where the cup is, it is going to be presented at the Telford game. on Saturday. So we'll be getting it then. So now, moving on to Leeds versus Hull. I like Hull. I think they're going to be a decent unit. But when you haven't got your imports and you've got a lot of players missing, you're going to struggle. I think this is pre-season, we've got to remember. Yeah, we've had the cup. I think people are going to say, well, Hull, we're not doing very well. But I think Hull will come good. I still generally believe Hull will be a decent side when they get Sevic and Tamer back. So this game is always going to be one-sided in my eyes. They put a really good performance in down in Leeds last weekend, and no one can say they didn't. The goaltenders did play extremely well, as I was saying last weekend, but it was always going to be a different game, a different vibe to it, I think. I think the whole players are a little bit downhearted that they haven't won a game yet. And we hit town in probably the best form we've seen in a Knights history, in current form anyway. And it wasn't great, was it, for the Hull Seahawks? As Cooper, Haywood, Brown, Brooks, hat-trick from Cooper, Barnes, Brooks again, absolutely just demolished them. I felt so bad for the Hull Seahawks. I don't really know what to say went wrong for them. I just don't have any depth. When you've got our forward lines of Haywood, Brown, Cooper playing so well, Brooks as well, it's going to be hard to come back from. And I just feel like from our point of view, it was an offensive and defensive masterclass. A bit like a chef kiss. Beautiful performance. But then, poor Hull, I feel bad for them. I do. But I felt sorry for Matty Davis. His post-match interview just showed how, like, they're just not feeling well after the performances that they've achieved. But I say they're going to come good, Hull. They're going to do their best. It was a pre-season game for us. We had a couple of players not there. James, Barden, etc. There was a couple more. Hazeldine was in Nottingham playing for them. So we had a couple of players missing as well. But our depth's a lot better than Hull's. And to be fair, Pollock got one back for them. A new signing for them. So he's starting well. So that's nice to see. It's just always going to be topsy-turvy for them. This season's going to be ups and downs. And I think in the end, it will be more of an up than a down. Like I say, when the two imports get here. So I think that I'm not going to say too much on that one, as it was a bit one-sided. But we certainly did perform in that one as well. In the 8-1 win versus Hull. So, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the, reviews of them. And next, we're going to have the Telford Tigers preview. So I'll be releasing that very soon. And yeah, I hope you can join me again on Let's Talk Knights.